This is chapter 41 of the book titled God's Gift to Woman by Michael Baisden. The moment I pulled into the parking lot of the Skylark Motel, I got a bad feeling. It was a filthy place. The windows were dirty, broken glass littered the ground, and it reeked of urine. I walked down the narrow corridor checking the numbers on the doors until I came to the room 121. I could see a flashing light through a slit in the curtain. As I was about to turn the knob, I spotted a small brick lying in the dirt. I picked it up, then crept back up to the door. I was hoping to find them handcuffed to the toilet, like I did at the Park Avenue. That would have been a welcoming sight. Here we go again, I said to myself. 1, 2, 3. Then I opened the door. Oh my God! Oh my God! I fell to my knees and started vomiting. My best friend was lying face up on a blood-soaked mattress with his chest and face ripped to pieces. When I finally stopped throwing up, I stumbled around the room looking for the phone to call the police. When I found it, the cord had been cut. I didn't have my cell phone, so I covered Eddie's body with a blanket and then went up to use the payphone that was outside the door. Operator, send the police to the Skylark Motel off 288 and Reed Room. Operator, send the police to the Skylark Motel off 288 and Reed Room. Operator, send the police to the Skylark Motel off 288 and Reed Road. Room 121. Please, hurry. Calm down, sir, and tell me your name. What difference does it make? Just send the police, goddammit. My friend is dead. I went back to my car and sat there trying to make sense of what was happening. While I dried my eyes, I saw the message light blinking on my cell phone. I flipped it open and saw the studio number on the screen. It was 9:45, and I knew Mitch was worried about where I was. Just as I was about to return his call, the phone rang. Hello? Fast Eddie's not so fast now, is he? What the hell is wrong with you, Olivia? He never did anything to you. He was a dog, and dogs sometimes need to be put to sleep. He's not asleep, he's dead. He's not asleep, he's dead, you psychotic bitch. It hurts, doesn't it? Now you know how it feels to lose someone. Now you know what real pain is. The next person to feel pain will be you, I said. When I catch up with you, Olivia, your ass is mine. Oh, I like the way that sounds. Can we do it doggy style? We can do it anywhere you want. I was playing off her insanity. Name the time and place. How about tonight at your place? Maybe Samantha can watch. You leave her out of this. She's already in it, you dumb bastard. How do you think I got your home? She's already in it, you dumb bastard. How do you think I got your home and cell phone number after you changed them twice? Do the math. Better yet, do your homework. Then she hung up. I reached inside my pocket for my car keys. I was so pissed I fumbled them onto the passenger seat. They landed on top of the pile of mail. That's when I began to understand what Olivia meant by do your homework. The bright yellow envelope from Samantha's school was the same as the one I picked up at Olivia's house. It had fallen on the floor with the electric bill. I recalled the cloverleaf symbol in the corner. Then I remembered the name that was printed on it. Olivia R. Brown. The same as on the business card she gave me at the hotel. Olivia R. Brown. I said over and over. Then it hit me. Oh shit! The R is for Randall. She's the substitute teacher. I sped out of the parking lot while dialing my cell phone. I called home, but there was no answer. I tried calling Juanita, but she wasn't home either. I was in a frenzy as I raced down the highway. I dialed home over and over, but Sam didn't answer. When I put the phone down to weed through traffic, it rang. Please don't hurt her. Hurt who? Mitch said. Man, where the hell are you? He's dead, Mitch. Eddie's dead. What are you talking about? Eddie's dead. Olivia killed him. Calm down, Julian. You're not making any sense. Where are you? I'm headed home. I think she's after Samantha. I'll call the police and have them meet you there. No, don't. I'm going to handle this myself. That's what got you into this mess in the first place. That's what got you in this mess in the first place. Why do you... I hung up on him and stepped on the gas. As I swerved in and out of traffic, my mind flashed back to Eddie's mutilated body. I didn't know if I would get home and find Samantha in the same condition, or worse. When I turned onto my block, I switched off my headlights and parked 2 doors down from the house. All the lights were out except for the one in Samantha's bedroom. I crept into the front door and made my way to the downstairs bathroom to get my pistol. When I felt underneath the stack of towels where I kept it, it was gone. I grabbed the pipe wrench from under the sink and moved quietly up the stairs. When I made it to her bedroom door, I put my ear to it, but there was no sound. I tried to turn the knob, but the door was locked. Sam! I yelled. Sam, you in there? When she didn't answer, I said a short prayer, then I broke the door in with my shoulder. I was relieved and distressed when I saw she wasn't there. I was relieved and distressed when I saw she wasn't here. But there was a box at the end of her bed. I opened it slowly, hoping not to see Samantha's head or another body part. When I pulled the lid off, I let out a sigh of relief. Inside was a letter and a royal blue pillow. I didn't recognize it until I turned it over and saw the embroidery on the front. It read, "The princess is sleeping." It was the pillow Olivia gave me in the parking garage. She must have come back after our argument and pulled it out of the garbage. I tossed it across the room, then opened the letter. I wish I could see the expression on your face. I bet you thought I was just going... I wish I could see the expression on your face. I bet you thought I was going to go away like some dollar store hoe. Well, you guessed wrong. I'm here until the end, until death do us part. Isn't that the marriage vows? Well, consider us married, and the reception is tonight at the studio. Love, Olivia. P.S. If I see any flashing lights or hear any sirens, your little princess will never see her 11th birthday. See you at the party. I ripped the letter into pieces, then dialed the studio to warn Mitch. It rang several times, but he didn't answer. I tried his cell phone next, but still nothing. Damn it, I said as I slammed the phone down. I went downstairs and got a butcher knife from the kitchen and took off running back to my car. As soon as I turned on the ignition, I heard my voice over the radio. Welcome back to Love, Lust, and Lies. I'm your host, Julian Payne. We're talking about resolutions for the new year. Pamela from Hyde Park, what's your comment or issue? Mitch, you're a genius. He was playing a recorded show from WTLK in Chicago, but he still wasn't answering the studio line. That could only mean that Olivia was already there. As I sped toward the radio station, I was praying that Samantha and Mitch were all right. But after seeing what she did to Eddie, I didn't believe any of us would make it out that studio alive. As I sped toward the radio station, I was praying that Samantha and Mitch were all right. But after seeing what she did to Eddie, I didn't believe any of us would make it out of it. As I sped towards the radio station, I was praying that Samantha and Mitch were all right. But after seeing what she did to Eddie, I didn't believe any of us would make it out that studio alive. That is the end of chapter 41. Stay tuned.